Welcome to the Virtual Women's Forum, a groundbreaking initiative empowering women across generations. This collaboration between WSD Women and the East African community. Women's intergenerational dialogue paves the way for transformative connections. Our mission is to unite senior women leaders with young visionaries for mentorship and impactful dialogue. Centered on the theme, the role of digital technologies and social media in enhancing women's leadership and empowerment, we aim to inspire change. Join us as we explore barriers and best practices in business, technology, media, politics, and academia. Launched on International Women's Day 2025, this forum marks a decade of World Speech Day's global celebrations. Hosted by World Speech Day South Africa, we ignite momentum toward the upcoming East African Community Intergenerational Dialogue. This June and July, the dialogue continues at the EAC headquarters in Arusha, Tanzania. Together, we foster a future where women lead fearlessly, empowered by digital tools and networks. Through shared experiences and wisdom, we cultivate a space for growth and innovation. Join us in this transformative journey and let's shape the future of women's leadership together.
Greetings from India. My name is Dr. Rema Ramchandran. I'm a management consultant and also a director on the board of the International Women's Federation of Commerce and Industries, which is an international chamber of commerce. Besides, I'm also part of a leading global NGO called Seroptimus International, which has a seat in the United Nations. Today, I'm here to talk about the role of digital technologies and social media in enhancing women's leadership and empowerment. If we are to truly empower women, we must put the tools of the future into their hands today. Dear esteemed guests, organizers, and most importantly, young women leaders of tomorrow. It is a profound honor to be part of this visionary initiative, a collaboration between the World Speech Day Women and the East African Community Women's Integrational Dialogue. I extend my gratitude to Her Excellency Fatuma Dangiza and Ms. Vinu Pillai for curating this empowering space. Today, I speak not just as a professional or a leader, but as a woman who has seen the digital revolution unfold and witnessed its incredible potential to change lives, especially for women. The digital era has been a turning point for women's empowerment. We are living in a time unlike any other. In a world increasingly defined by connectivity, algorithms, and information digital technologies and social media are no longer optional. They are fundamental to leadership, influence, and opportunity. The mobile phone in your hand is not just a device, it is a gateway to education, markets, collaboration, and visibility. For women who have long been kept out of boardrooms, classrooms, and newsrooms, the digital space offers a new arena where we can lead, speak, build, and inspire without waiting for permission. So, India's story, Empowerment Through Innovation. Let me share with you an example from India, my home country, a land of 1.4 billion people, of ancient traditions and rising aspirations. In rural India, women like Rani Kumari, a young mother from Bihar, are using WhatsApp groups to access farming advice, sell produce, and coordinate with other women farmers in her self-help group. Through a single smartphone, she turned from a dependent housewife to an entrepreneur with a voice in her community. We have another example in Mumbai, a young coder named Harshita Arora, at just 16, built an app that was acquired by a Silicon Valley firm. She learned to code using free YouTube tutorials and Reddit forums. And across India, platforms like Sheroes, a woman-only social network, are helping thousands of women connect, upskill, share stories, and access remote jobs. These are not isolated stories. They are a movement where women are climbing the digital space, not as passive users, but as creators, leaders, and change makers. Challenges. What are the challenges? The gender digital divide. But let us be clear, the journey is not without its barriers. According to GSMA's Mobile Gender Gap Report, women in low and middle income groups countries are still less likely to own smartphones, access mobile internet, or feel safe online. In India, for example, the digital gender gap is still significant, with fewer women online and many constrained by social norms, lack of skills or affordability. There is also the digital threat. Online abuse, trolling, misinformation, and surveillance disproportionately targeting women, particularly women leaders, journalists, and activists. These challenges are real and they are urgent. But here's what I believe. We do not overcome these barriers by retreating. We overcome them by entering the space boldly, together, and building safer, inclusive, and empowering ecosystems. What are the best practices we can do? Let me share a few best practices that are working in India and beyond. Digital literacy and mentorship. Grassroots organizations like Digital Empowerment Foundation and Internet Sati, a Google Tata initiative, are training rural women in digital skills. Mentorship networks like She Leads Tech in India are connecting aspiring women entrepreneurs with experienced leaders. There are online communities for learning and support. Facebook groups, Telegram channels, and even Instagram pages are being used to teach coding, mental health, menstruation education, and business skills. These micro communities are safe, accessible, and peer-led, allowing women to learn at their space and share openly. Storytelling is leadership. In today's world, your story is your power. Women like Lissi Priya Kangujam, a 13-year-old climate activist from India, are using platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram to mobilize global attention and action. You don't need a title to lead, you need a message and a platform. Entrepreneurship through digital platforms. With platforms like Etsy, Meesho, and Instagram shops, women are turning hobbies into businesses. In 2024, a study by Bain & Company showed that women-led digital enterprises in India have the potential to create over 150 million jobs by 2030. Your digital identity is your leadership brand. To the young women listening today, know this. Your digital presence is your leadership brand. How you show up online, what you share, whom you support, and what you speak for, all of this creates influence. Whether you want to lead in politics, business, activism, or academia, start by owning your narrative. Create content, build communities, learn in public, support other women. Because in the digital world, visibility leads to credibility, and credibility leads to opportunity. Thank you very much for hearing me out. Good day and goodbye.